Hey, it's Brett and Coach here, and today I'm in Rijeka, Croatia for another day here for my little vacation. And to start off, I'm going to do a little bit of shopping on the main shopping center, which I believe the road is called Corso or Corvo. I'll definitely need to double check that, as well as getting a little bit of breakfast before I head to the pool to meet Brian for his first diving event. Let's take a look at the weather outside. Quick little view out the window. It looks fairly nice skies, a couple clouds here and there, possibly a little bit of overcast, but I believe it's going to be very hot and very humid today. And don't worry, I have sunscreen. I grabbed it, already put it on, knowing that this sun, without it, will burn and eat me alive. Hopefully, I won't need it too much, but I'll definitely have it with me either way. I'm not even in the sun, I'm more on just like our outdoor spiral staircase, and I can already tell very hot, very humid, so I'm definitely in for a sweaty walk to get some food. I don't know if we came to Rijeka at just like a weird time, but it feels like the whole city's under construction. Main roads just have fences up and are fully torn out, so it kind of makes it weird to navigate because you have to take a lot of detours just to get to what seems like a pretty straightforward place.
As you can see, Corso has many different shops that I'll explore later in the week. But it also features this bright yellow clock tower, and then I head into Ivan Kobler Square, which features this fountain. But then I went and found something for lunch. I decided to check out this Submarine Original restaurant, which had a bunch of different burgers and chicken sandwiches. I also opted for an iced tea, which was your typical bottled iced tea, and this very hot pupper dog. I did get a chicken sandwich, even though I probably should have gotten the burger. It was okay. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. And some fries as well. And I took a quick peek at St. Vitus's Cathedral.
Just made it back to the room, taking my shoes off right now. Lunch was a success, but I would say shopping not so much. I wandered around the main shopping center for a few minutes, didn't have a whole lot of time, probably like 20, 30, and none of the shops really jumped out at me. I peeked inside in a couple, but nothing really caught my eye, so I just decided to head back to the hotel. I gotta figure out how to use the bus system on my own today, which I've had Brian every single time. So I have to get myself to the pool within about an hour, and then I can help him set up so he can film some stuff for his diving competition. He likes to film his dives because it allows him to look at it like game footage, that he can see what areas he needs to work on, and he can go from there. So let's get to the pool, and hopefully I can get there on time. Managed to make it off the bus and make the bus on time. Had to run to get the bus, which is okay. Got on the 1A versus the 1s, which I think it skipped stops. So I could have either did what I'm doing now, which is got off another stop early basically, instead of the 1, and walk 15 minutes, or I could have stayed on it. It would have skipped like 2 or 3 stops, and I would have had like a 30-minute walk backtracking to the pool. So I opted for a quick little 15-minute walk, and hopefully it'll take me somewhere new. And I can get to the pool on time. That's the more important part here. Here in Croatia, the drivers are a little wild, especially on the gas, but they brake the last possible second, even the buses. So when you're crossing the street, it's a little scary compared to US roads just because they will almost hit you. It'll be like less than 6 inches. If someone cuts a bus off, the bus will stop the last possible second, making everyone going flying around the bus. And the locals just seem used to it, like no one bats an eye. But anyone that's a tourist has the widest, most scared eyes. It's kind of funny to watch, but also just terrifying.
But pretty soon I was at the pool, and I have everything set up for Brian. And these are just a few of his dives during the competition. And he took a gold medal overall.
It was about a 30 to 45 minute cool day for me, but for all the divers, some of them have been there since 8, 9 a.m. and they may be here until 5 p.m., so that makes for a long day. Now I'm headed to the little bakery across the street to grab a little snack before jumping on the bus. Not fully sure what I ordered with my blue Fanta, but I hope it is definitely filled with something preferably sweet versus savory. Made it back from the bus from the pool, and that was probably the worst experience people-wise on the bus I've ever had, which is fine. We made it through, but it's still very annoying when we get on the bus, we have to run for it, and it's packed. No big deal. I've been on thousands of packed buses before. I've been in Chicago, like I live there. But when we get on the bus, we show the bus card, driver gives no reaction, so whatever, we're fine. But then the people standing immediately right at the front side-eye us, which, okay, whatever, we're foreigners. And then we try to move past them and they just go, no. What do you mean no? It's a full bus. We're standing basically in the doorway of the bus and you just go, no? Okay. So we stand right next to the bus driver for about 3 stops, and then we try to get past them again, and then they just let us go, and the rest of the bus standing room is super available, and you don't have to be really close to anyone. Yet you look at us and go, no, and make us stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Can someone explain that to me? Was that a cultural thing? Was that a anti-foreigner thing? Or am I just reading too much into the situation? Let me know. My blue Fanta, I think it's supposed to be lemon, like elderberry or lemon elderflower based on the little depiction. To me, it just tastes like gummy candy in a floral way. Gummy worms had weird flavors like rose. That's kind of the vibe I get. I wouldn't necessarily associate it with the color blue, but still pretty solid nonetheless. 8 out of 10. I don't know if I'm the dumbest person alive right now, but my drink isn't even blue. It's just a very lightly tinted blue bottle. So my drink that I poured over ice isn't blue. I'm kind of upset about it, and it kind of ruined my mood. That's okay though. I'll still drink it. Does anyone have any idea what it is? A couple bites were only like a fried bread, but I ripped it apart a little bit, and it looks like it's filled with something, but only in the very center. It's so much bread. I just want to know what it is. What are you, mysterious substance oozing out? I believe it's some sort of like a cinnamon apple jam. Not my favorite flavor, but I'll definitely continue to finish it. I would probably give it 4.5 out of 10 just because of how much bread to filling ratio there really is. Relaxed in the room a little bit, accidentally took like a 45-minute nap, but you know, I'm on vacation, it happens. But now we're off to dinner where we actually sort of have a plan today. See you at dinner.
Before we made it to dinner, we walked along the harbor. And this boat is actually a hotel. And dinner was right across the Croatian National Theater, in which we went to King's Cafe, which was a very well-known burger joint, so it was a good thing I didn't get a burger at lunch. And the Primavera burger sounded perfect, as well as their version of a summer spritz, which was also delicious, especially with the view. And it was another perfect patio weather day. Then the food arrived, which was very well topped, and the fries were delicious as well, and it's perfectly cooked.
We just wrapped up dinner, and that was probably the best meal I've had here in Croatia. So that was a very good burger, I would say, and it was a very nice waiter. And with that, that brings me to the point of tipping. Do we tip in Croatia? I did a quick little Google search, and it said about 10%, but then a different site said no, it's not required. So we left a couple euro on the table, but we didn't know if that would actually be insulting or actually something that they would appreciate. Let me know in the comments below if you know anything about tipping culture, especially in Croatia versus the US. Something that I've noticed here in Croatia is that there's constantly playing music, from the buses to restaurants to outdoor plazas, markets, anywhere, they are playing some form of music. It doesn't matter if it's like the top 40, throwback rock songs, the local music. They're constantly playing music. On the bus, through like the sound system of the bus, they're playing music, which I think is wild because that would never happen in Chicago.
Then we stopped at a drink for the Celtic Cafe Bard, which is right next to the Rijeka Tunnel. We'll definitely explore the tunnel later in the week. As we're heading back to the hotel, we stumbled upon this bar, which was playing live music, so we decided to stop, which was Harrod's Irish Pub. So yes, I went to an Irish pub in Croatia. But the live music was phenomenal, so if you know anything about these two, let me know. And this Kilkenny beer was solid as well. Sitting on this patio listening to live music made me understand what Croatia is all about. And I'm really enjoying myself. And this bar had some interesting signs and a very good sense of humor.
Nights like this that really make me appreciate traveling, just randomly stumbling upon a really good music act like that at a fun little local Irish pub. Good vibes.
And if you know anything about these two, please let me know in the comments below.
And now we will make our way home to wrap up the night. Also, I probably could have sat there another 2 hours listening to them for live music. And we are almost home from our night out of dinner and drinks here in Rijeka, Croatia. And I think I'm going to sign off for the night. So this was Brett and Coach with another day, another vlog. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can definitely hit that notification bell as well to make sure you get notified for next video. And I will see you tomorrow.